Remember when we said we'd stay together now until forever? Just us, just us.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Hickson, and I spent 5 years working my way up to the top of an MLM before realizing they're just not all that they're cracked up to be. My goal with this channel is to rescue some Huns, to prevent some from becoming Huns, and to also give those a voice who have left the Hun bot industry, like myself.
It's what you doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving,
I'll go ahead and apologize in advance for my butchering of the pronunciation of this beautiful lady's name. But today's small business shout out goes to Audrey or Adri with Love by the Letters. She is a hand lettering and sticker artist, and she actually sent me a few goodies, so I'm going to share them with you guys today. So first, she sent me a couple of cute little cards, good for any occasion. This one has roses on it and it says flowers for you. This one says thinking of you with a cute little design with her logo on the back side, which I assume she drew up and created herself as well. I'm sorry that I'm so shaky. She also sent me some super cute sticker sheets. All of these little designs are stickers, so I love that hers come in little sheets instead of singles. But she also does have singles as well. So right here we have, come on, focus, a pineapple a day keeps the worries away. Positive vibes only, sunshine, plants, and iced coffee, all the important things in life, and a cute little leaf. If it will focus, there we go. Love by the Letters can be found on Etsy and also Instagram and Facebook, so I will leave all of those links in the description below, and you guys should definitely go check her out. Today's member shout out goes to Nicole Peterson or Pedersen, I'm not sure, but it goes to you, Nicole. Nicole is also a part of our Discord chat, which some days be poppin'. We talk about some juicy stuff in there. And a little side note, sometimes I'll randomly release videos early for those in my Discord chat, so you should definitely become a part of it. But if you did want to become a channel member, I will leave the link in the description below, as well as there will be a join button on each video. Thank you so much, Nicole, and all of my channel members for all of your support on my channel. It means so much more than you will ever understand. And those are all the shout outs for today, so let's get on with the video. So today's video should be super fun. It was actually a video request by one of you guys. One of you guys had asked me to do reaction videos to anti-MLM memes. I couldn't find a ton of anti-MLM memes, but I am in a lot of anti-MLM Facebook groups, and so what I did was I just went through and found some stuff that I thought was like interesting or funny from people within MLMs, or a couple of anti-MLM memes that are quite funny, but I just found a bunch that I'm just gonna react to from that group. And today I'm gonna rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. So this first post is from an MLM Hun, and somebody had reposted it to the anti-MLM group. It reads, daycare average for 2 kids a month equals $1,500. Working 40 hours a week for a month at minimum wage before taxes equals $1,512. Think about that the next time you tell a stay-at-home mom to get a job, or hate on a mom in network marketing while home with her kids. I'm gonna give this one like a 6 out of 10. It almost had me until like the last 3 lines. Also, I just realized you can see my new plant here. Drop below how long it's gonna take me to kill her in your opinion, because I asked on Instagram and the lack of faith in me is offensive. I know that I've mentioned that I'm not a very good plant mom, but I'm trying to do better. And she's pretty, isn't she? Anyways, if they would have just left out the last 3 lines, like, or hate on a mom in network marketing while home with her kids, it may have gotten a better score, because I do think that minimum wage in relation to like stay-at-home moms is absurd. Like, I personally would not get a job if I had 2 kids in childcare, because I would essentially be working for $12 a month and not having any time with my kids. So I would rather like give up that $12 to stay home with my kids, right? But the last part, first of all, I ain't hating, because I was one of those people who felt like the business was a blessing in my life because I got to stay home with my kids. However, I wasn't thinking about all of the moms I was taking advantage of underneath of me who weren't comfortably able to stay home with their kids. So 6 out of 10. Okay, so this one, it looks like, was a post from a non-Hun. I think it was maybe just like a public post on Facebook or something. She said, looking for a shampoo and conditioner that was a game changer for your dry, brittle, yucky hair. Must be sulfate free. Please don't try to sell me your product. First of all, 10 out of 10 for saying please don't try to sell me your product, because you know they would have. And also for the way that they spelled yucky, because we love a unique bitch, do we not? And by unique, I mean like unique, not unique, not like the company unique, because really the only thing unique about unique is their overpriced ability to like make my face break out like a 12-year-old boy. But anywho, and would it even be a hair post if a MO-GNAT hun didn't come comment on it? Probably not. But of course, she's got to chime in and say,
honestly, MO-GNAT has completely changed my hair and I love it.
and yes, don't come in my comments telling me how to say MO-GNAT. I know how to say it, but I also like to mock it by being like Mo, like G-N-A-T, like MO-GNAT. Okay. Anyways, so Emily May comments back, coming in clutch, and says, please don't try to sell me your product. Then she put a MO-GNAT rep, and then their comment. She said, please, MLMs are so harmful, LMAO. Emily May, you get a 10 out of 10. And not only are MLMs harmful, but MO-GNAT specifically, not only because of like the business structure and stuff, but like the actual products. And I know that not all MLMs have terrible products. There are MLMs that have great products that I like. I refuse to use them because they are an MLM, but they have good products and I like them. However, MO-GNAT is a little bit different. So I'm gonna tell you guys my experience with MO-GNAT. When I was in my MLM, I was all like pro MLM and like empower MLM huns, you know? And so I would buy from other companies, from ladies who were in MLMs. So I had a friend who was in MO-GNAT and I asked her for some shampoo and stuff. So I ended up getting like the shampoo, the conditioner, and then like their Rejuvenique oil, I think, which to me just smelled like lemon essential oil. But and did nothing for my hair. But when I was using it, my scalp got so itchy to the point where I was having my husband check my head for lice. Like legitimately having him comb through my hair to see if I had lice because my head was itching so bad. And when I was using it, I didn't really make a stink about it. I just stopped using it because it was making my head itch so bad. And I was also like pro MLM and like MLM huns unite, you know? So I didn't say anything about it. I didn't want to run anyone to the ground or ruin anybody's business, but I really had a hard time with it. My head was so itchy. So fast forward like a year after that, I was talking to one of my friends and she was part of one of the like class action against MO-GNAT. She was telling me about her experience and I was like, no way. She was telling me how she ended up going to the doctor and her doctor diagnosed her with like a yeast infection when she started using the MO-GNAT hair care. And I was like, wait a second. First of all, who knew you could get yeast infections on your scalp? Second of all, it was so damn itchy that I can guarantee that's probably what it was. I don't know what would cause that, or like if a product could cause that, or if it was just coincidence or what, but my scalp was so dang itchy when she said that. I was like, that kind of makes sense. So this next one looks like a comment on a hun's post, maybe on like her public page or something. It says, sounds like a fabulous opportunity. As an older adult, I am all about being financially conscious. Do you have a good, strong emergency fund? Are you debt free? Do you have a good financial retirement plan? Is there a plan for children's college? Good term life insurance? May God bless you in your journey. I love following and watching your journey. And then the hun responded, I love this. One of my favorite things about having a business is if anything happens to me, my business can continue to take care of my family for generations. The legacy of it out surviving me is the biggest reason I continue to make it bigger every day. But like, did you answer any of her questions? Also, explain to me how your MLM is going to outlive you and provide all of those things that she mentioned if as soon as you stop building your business, it crumbles and will eventually be nothing. How does that work? I'm gonna give this hun a 0 out of 10 because 0% of her answer answered any of this fine lady's questions, so 0 out of 10. This next one has actually been sent to me by a few people and it's quite ironic because I'm pretty sure that I probably posted this one when I was in as well. It's like a copy paste one, but I'll read it to you. First of all, starts off, no MLMs. We're off to a great start, aren't we? Okay, so it's 2021 and I still see these kinds of statements everywhere. I'm looking for an amazing mascara, but please no MLMs. I'm looking for a new moisturizer, but please no MLMs. I'm looking for an opportunity to work from home and make money, but please no MLMs. First of all, as it stands right now, we're gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for the amount of times it says no MLMs because I stand with you. Then it says, and I sit here thinking to myself,
why wouldn't you want to support a parent who's trying to help raise their kids from home?
I do, and that's why I don't support MLMs.
Why wouldn't you want to help support the now single parent who left an unhappy and unsafe environment?
I do, and that's why I don't support MLMs.
Or your friend, sibling, or cousin?
I do. That's why I don't support MLMs.
Or the college student who's trying to juggle school and make some sort of income?
I do, and that's why I don't support MLMs.
Or someone trying to not live paycheck to paycheck anymore?
I do, and that's why I don't support MLMs.
Someone who is maybe doing well in life but simply loves the hustle?
Because they're hustling on the backs of thousands of vulnerable people who are probably struggling financially. That's why.
Like what? Why? Because they'll earn a commission on your sale?
No, because they'll earn a very tiny percentage of commission while the rest rises to the top.
Because you tried Karen's, Bob's, Susan's, and Tom's products and they didn't help you, so you think the other person's products don't work?
No, because buying from you supports the predatory practices of MLMs, and I ain't about that life.
Because if you buy from them and they end up building a business, what's so terrible about that? I mean, pretty much everyone generally works for someone else at the top.
No, because 99% of them don't make any money. That most of them actually, the vast majority of them actually lose money. So the money is only at the very top. The rest of the people are losing money. So that is what's so terrible about that.
I see it all the time and I think, wow, imagine having that mindset towards people that are trying to better themselves. You share your favorite drink or favorite outfit or favorite TV show, etc., and you don't get paid for that.
And neither does anyone above me. And if I wanted to get paid for that, I could get paid for that, but no one above me would, and that's the difference.
Support people, encourage people, be kind. You don't have to buy from someone to support them.
And then quit trying to get us to buy. And it's also ironic that it says that because, yeah, you're right. You don't have to buy from someone to support them. You could join their team, which would support them even more.
Regardless of how you think about MLMs or direct sales,
It's not direct sales, it's a pyramid scheme.
almost every single business is built on the same strategies. These strategies do work if you work. Put in the effort and you'll see the benefits.
Actually, surprise, newsflash, they're not set up to succeed. They're actually set up for 99% of them to fail. So they don't work. They work for the company, but not for the independent distributors, non-business owners below them. 0 out of 10 because go away. This one is a flag made out of Norwex products, and it says Happy Memorial Day, thanks to those who sacrificed, with, of course, their logo in the bottom left corner, and the entire flag is made out of products, which 0 out of 10 from the get-go, because one of my biggest pet peeves is when people in MLMs use things with a bigger purpose to capitalize on them. Things like special holidays like Memorial Day, anything like that. The support small businesses hashtag that they try to take advantage of. Black Lives Matter. I know with like the paparazzi huns and all that happened with that, there were people that were like setting up GoFundMes and putting their business link in there and being like, oh, like such percentage of proceeds is gonna go to this GoFundMe. Like, you can't take advantage of someone who's like on their deathbed. That's so morally wrong. Like I said, 0 out of 10. Okay, next one says, any ladies looking for a side hustle right now? My friend blank is looking for a few ladies that have 1 to 2 hours per day to work from home on social media. Must be 18 plus, drop an emoji for info. Immediate 0 out of 10 because it's most definitely, it works. And I could tell from the very first sentence, well, into this second sentence where it says my friend blah, 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 that would be called host to post. This person has hosted a post for this distributor on their page. So 0 out of 10 already, but let's continue. Somebody said, is this a scam? And then they said back, a chance to work Disneyland passes or $1,000. And somebody else came in clutch and said, yes, it is. To get people to post an ad for her MLM, she's offering a chance to win money or tickets. And then the distributor commented and said, "No, this is not a scam. My team and I do a giveaway every month, and we actually post the winners to our walls with a live video. Helping support our business and asking others to help us promote our products isn't a scam. It's direct sales." If Starbucks or any company asked you to share a post for them and tag them in a post for an entry, would that be a scam to you as well? We do the same thing. We just sell our products through social media, and our giveaways are how we give back to people who take the time to support us. Oh, is that what the giveaways are for? It most definitely isn't to incentivize them making a post so that you can be exposed to their entire market. Definitely not that. Silly goose. But the funny part is, this same distributor comments back and says, MLMs are actually illegal. First of all, we wish they were, and that's what we're working towards. But continue. The distributor says, and I actually have job openings. It's an actual work opportunity. And then the girl who originally posted that it was a scam says, what is the product? And the distributor says back, which I knew. I can spot an It Works hun from a mile away. It says, it's for a company called It Works. We sell all plant-based health and wellness products. And then the girl who said it's a scam says, in section 18 of the distributor legal agreement on the website, the company refers to the company's multi-level marketing plan. In case you don't remember, this hun in the comment above said MLMs are actually illegal. So while we really do wish that they were, they're not. But by that logic, she's saying that It Works is illegal because It Works clearly states that they're an MLM. But also, if you guys have missed the video about giveaways and how they work, essentially what happens is these like top people, they all have their distributors. So hundreds of thousands of distributors put in an X amount of money, so $5, $10, whatever, and they raise as much money as they can to do a giveaway for their entire team. So these distributors, who are probably nowhere near the top, are making these posts as if they're the ones giving away the money, which one is misleading because it shows that you have all this money that you can just give away a trip to Disney, or you can just give away $1,000, but that's not the case. Everyone's giving like $5 to $10. But also how it works is once everybody pays in, that top distributor makes a pool of money, and they then decide what their giveaway is going to be. So they must have raised $1,000 for this particular giveaway, and so they said either a trip to Disney or $1,000. But all of the distributors under them are putting in their entries for this drawing, right? Anyone who hosts a post for you gets an entry. So if you had 20 people in one day put up a post for you on their Facebook page, 20 names went to your top leader to go into this drawing. So if there are hundreds of thousands of distributors under them, and those hundreds of thousands of people are putting in, say, 20 names a day, let's just do the math, hypothetically speaking. We'll keep it simple. We'll say that 200 distributors participated, because you can't enter your entries unless you participated and gave your $5. So we'll say that 200 distributors each gave $5, and that would equal $1,000, right? So if 200 of those distributors were entering 20 entries a day, so let's see, how many days are in September? 30. Okay, so we'll say 30 days. And no, I never learned that little rhyme thing, like 30 days past September, whatever. Don't know that one. Okay. Anyway, so 30 times 20. So that would be 600 entries per distributor times 200 distributors equals 120,000 entries. So 120,000 entries to earn $1,000. My problem with it is that they're making it out to be like it's just like their team that's doing this giveaway. And so they're making it out like your chances of winning are very high when actually they're not. Your chances of actually winning that drawing are 0.00083%. But because they make it out to be like it's just their team that's doing this little giveaway, so your chances are high, then more people are going to do it because they think that they're going to win $1,000, which they likely are not. So it's very misleading. on many different levels. So yeah, 0 out of 10 for that one too. So this one reads, it looks like this girl was part of a group on Facebook and then her post got deleted. So she had messaged the admin and she said, hey, was my post removed because of the way it was worded? The admin said, was it the pure romance one? She said, yes. And then the admin said, there's a no multi-level marketing rule in the group, which in my opinion, groups shouldn't even let people who are in MLMs into the groups because they always find a way to connect with people regardless of whether you have the rule that they can't message anyone or they can't friend anyone. They always find a way. And then the pure romance girl said back, oh, my bad, sorry. Would you be interested in knowing more about pure romance? Read the room, baby, read the room. The admin said, no, thank you. She said, okay. Like I said, these people will always find a way to connect with people in the groups because that is what they're taught. They are taught to join a bunch of groups, interact in a bunch of groups so people know who they are, they know their face, they know their name, so that either they friend them, so they're not doing the friending, so they're not in the wrong, or what I had happened was, so I'm a part of like a Fleo leggings group. If you don't know a Fleo leggings, they're just like really good, buttery, soft leggings for like a lot of CrossFit athletes wear them. They're not an MLM, they're an actual like business. But I'm a part of a group like that. And there was a girl who made a post about,
I'm like, love connecting with like-minded women, like follow me on Instagram and we can like follow each other's journeys.
which immediately I always know that it's an MLM, but sometimes I like to entertain it. So she follows me, I follow her back, and immediately upon following her back, I get a message.
Hi, so we're a part of the same Fleo group and I just love connecting with like-minded women. So I was curious, how long have you been doing CrossFit?
I go to her page. Of course, she's part of an MLM and an activewear MLM at that. Like, how are you gonna recruit me from an activewear page to an activewear brand MLM? Like, these admin, that's why I don't think that admins should be able to accept people who are in MLMs because they will always find a way. Like, that company, the Fleo company, is probably hurting by having those people in their groups because they're recruiting their people to their brand. Obviously, the brand of activewear that person represents is not anywhere near Fleo quality, but they're probably taking some of their customers. So also, if you're an admin and you're in an MLM, respectfully, you're part of the problem. You are a large part of the problem. I can't tell you how many like military spouses pages I've been in where there's like a debate going on about MLMs and how like horrible they are, and the post gets deleted. But then as soon as an MLM hun comes on there and is like promoting their work from home business opportunity and it's clearly an MLM, it stays up there and people like clear as day in front of everyone get taken advantage of by these MLM huns, and the admins don't do anything about it. Like, we see what's happening here. And then the next one, it has a couple of the sister wives, which I used to watch the sister wives a lot, mainly because you guys understand and know my fascination with learning about like cults and stuff like that. And I think they're Mormon, but they are polygamous. So they have a lot of wives and one husband. I don't know how, I think there's 4 or 5 wives and one husband. And so I used to follow them closer. Now we don't have cable. We just watch like Netflix and stuff. So I don't really watch them anymore. But it's a post from Janelle. It says, Madison, Rose, and I are so excited to announce Christine, which is one of the other sister wives, has joined the Plexus family. Then she goes on to say blah, blah, blah about Plexus. And first of all, I thought they were a part of LuLaRoe, but apparently, I don't know, maybe it's a couple of the other sister wives maybe, but I thought they were a part of LuLaRoe. I'm wondering if the Lula Rich documentary that came out kind of like killed their businesses, so they went ahead and switched to a different one. But that's also disgusting because they have a huge following because they have a show on TLC, so like, people know who they are and they're using their large following to take advantage of people underneath of them. Like, use that huge ass following for greater good, you know, not to just prey on vulnerable women who would just pay to be your friend or say that they know you or to have you as a leader because you are like famous. That's wrong. But also, I feel like there's gotta be a little bit of a connection there, and no offense to you if you're Mormon, but I've never seen an anti-MLM Mormon. I feel like they like have the same ideology about a lot of things. And don't come for me. I don't care what you believe in. I'm just saying, I've never seen them in the same room. This post is by far the worst MLM post I have seen. And you guys know I've seen it all. I haven't seen this yet though. This post is from a hun and it says, so I got this news. Someone else has passed away from, she spelled COVID backwards. She was a year younger than me, a mom, and fully vaccinated. So what gives? Shouldn't that have saved her? But it didn't, because here's the thing. COVID is a tricky virus. It puts a lot of stress on the body, especially on bodies that are already highly stressed, and she seemed totally healthy except she was overweight. According to the CDC, WebMD, and a plethora of other published medical sources, obesity is one of the largest risk factors for this illness, which means quite clearly that you are at serious risk of severe illness, hospitalization, and death if you fall into this category and fall ill with COVID, even if you are vaccinated. That's so scary because it's not something that a lot of us think about as being a big deal, but in combo with this virus, it unfortunately is. I'm lucky enough not to fall into that category right now, but there have been times when my weight was really teetering towards an unhealthy amount and it was really overwhelming for me. I felt like I was doing the right things, working out, eating fairly healthy, but nothing was helping me lose the weight. That is why I decided to do what I do, so that I can help other people who may be struggling just like I did. This opportunity gave me all the tools that I needed to change my life, and I honestly can't imagine how different my life might be if I hadn't decided to give it my all. I love all of you, my friends, and I want to help you. If you feel at all like I did, please reach out and don't be afraid to ask me for advice or questions. I'm here to help. And then she posted an article where she highlighted the strongest risk factors for death were obesity. This is utterly disgusting. Like, regardless of your beliefs, this isn't political. This is, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. Regardless of any of that, how dare you use this woman's death and imply that she essentially deserved it because she was overweight? Imagine if that was your family and someone was saying basically like, you know what? The leading cause of death in COVID is being overweight. So if you want help getting below a certain level of weight so that you're healthy and you won't die from COVID, let me know. Like, you're using this to promote your ding dang MLM. You're capitalizing on this woman's death by implying that she died because she was overweight in order to promote your MLM. So disgusting. The comments on it. First of all, on her side of it, negative fucking infinity out of 10. That's disgusting and despicable. The comments on it. This is fucking shameful. How dare you use my friend's death? No, you were not close with her to promote your stupid MLM Beachbody scheme. You do not know any circumstances or causes of her death except the minimal that was shared. Her boys and family are mourning and you post something so heartless. Someone else commented and said, thank you. Grateful original poster only shares her gross and pathetic drivel with her friends list only and not to the public. I would be sick to my stomach, more than I already am, from reading this heartless, tactless BS. If family members ever saw this. Real ballsy. I'm so sorry for your loss. We too were friends, but she meant so much to so many, and then it goes on, but the rest of the comment wasn't on there. But that's exactly what I was thinking. What if her family saw this? Like, her family is mourning her death, and then they come across a post that says like she was overall healthy other than being obese. So like, don't be obese and work with me and my MLM if you want to survive COVID. Disgusting. I really hope that that post got reported to the FTC because that is just so fucking gross. I don't know who originally posted it because I got the screenshot from a group that I'm in, but I hope if you're watching this that you reported that. Okay, this one's funny. I came across this meme, I guess, on the same page, and it says, Karen wanting you to thrive, and then it's like the flex tape guy who like can seal anything with a patch, and it says, questions about unknown ingredients, costs, cancer-causing additives, etc. And then he slaps his little flex tape on it, basically like, shh, You drink soda though. Like, they don't want to answer any of your questions. They don't want to give you actual facts, because if you're still drinking soda, then why do you care? I give this one a 10 out of 10. Actually, I'm gonna go with 100 out of 10 because spot on. We would always blame it on the customer, which is so bad. Like in any other industry, it's like customer's always right. We would always blame it on the customer. And a large part to do with that was the fact that the return policy was garbage. You couldn't return anything if it was opened. So you couldn't return anything that you have used or partially used if you didn't care for the product, because
they couldn't monitor whether everyone was using it correctly or not.
So there was no return policy. So we had to try to figure out why this wasn't working for them. And so then what we ended up doing was just putting it all on them. It was always because they weren't drinking enough water. They were eating too many carbs. They weren't exercising as much as they said they were. They weren't actually drinking the amount of water that they said they were. They're not being consistent, which in theory, if you're doing these things like being consistent, drinking water, changing your diet, whatever, like you're gonna lose weight if you don't have any other health issues that you're dealing with. So the fact that like you could do that and lose weight anyway, but they want it to be like the product that's doing the work for you is just funny to me. It has to be the one thing that you're not doing that's the problem, not the product itself that probably most likely is the problem. I remember there was one product in particular that a lot of people who took it gained weight with. And we were always told to have them consult with their doctor because they probably had a thyroid issue, because it works with everyone except for people who have a thyroid issue. It won't work for them. Nothing like a little bit of fear and intimidation. This one was funny because somebody was asking if they like saw a post on their Facebook page and they wanted to see if it was an MLM. So it says, is this a new MLM? It's not one I've come across, but reading it just screams MLM to me on a local site, on a local selling site. And I don't even need to read the post. I haven't even read the post, just judging by the amount of emojis on the post, 1000% yes, it's an MLM. Also, who takes pictures of their shampoo bottle like this and says, let's see, what's the end say?
It's hugely popular and regularly goes out of stock, but it looks like it's back. So if you want to grab one, you need to get in my DMs and comment below, or comment below now before it's gone again.
Nobody just does that unless they're trying to, unless they're in an MLM. So this one is actually from a group that I'm in for people who are dealing with like long haul symptoms of COVID. You guys know I've had this like roller coaster of a health journey over the last since March, the beginning of March. I had COVID like the end of February, beginning of March. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So like 7 months I've been dealing with these symptoms of like, they call it long haulers. So I'm in this group for people who are dealing with taste and smell issues still. Progressively, my taste and smell has gone to shit. Everything tastes the same, and what it tastes like is roadkill. What it smells like is roadkill. Everything from gasoline to food to my pee, like all of it smells the exact same. So the fact that my pee smells exactly like my dinner is a little off-putting, right? So it's psychologically more damaging than you could ever imagine. I've had multiple mental breakdowns when I go to sit down and eat, and I can't eat anything on my plate, and I have to resort to the tiny list of things that I can eat right now. However, someone had commented on this page basically saying like, is there a cure for this? Like, is there hope for me? I don't know how much longer I can live like this. Please, someone give me hope. Tell me, has anything worked for you? I'm willing to try anything at this point. This girl, who happens to sell Boo, aka Black Oxygen Organics, I think, aka Dirt. And I'm not kidding. I'm not just like implying that the product is garbage. It actually is dirt that they put in water, like dirt. Dirt out of the ground. Just like scoop up some dirt. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it got worse. If you'd like to see a video on that, definitely go to Savannah Marie's page, because she has a really good breakdown of like what Boo is and where it comes from and all that. However, this girl comments and says, I give all the credit to fulvic acid. It helps recovery time by oxygenating our cells and allowing for regrowth and repair of the olfactory system. And then she puts a picture of her dirt water, and it says Boo is a gift from the earth. It's a mixture of fulvic and humic sourced from the highest quality bog available. If you want info on that bog, definitely go watch Savannah Marie's video about it, because it's not the highest quality bog. It's literally the dude's backyard. Okay. Black oxygen immediately into the cells, including crossing the blood-brain barrier, bonds to the nutrients carrying up to 60 times its molecular weight in nutrition into the cell, also bonds to waste inside the cell, removing toxins, heavy metals, and pesticides. It's from a rich source of peat extracted from organic matter that originated thousands of years ago. Our ancestors fighting this stuff, but our current soil has been so over-farmed that we have more pesticides than we have nutrients, and it shows. The guy who created this MLM, the guy who dug in his backyard for this dirt, literally says that people who were in wheelchairs were walking after they did these like dirt baths or like drank this dirt water. They will literally make an MLM out of anything nowadays. But that one especially pissed me off, because it's just like these people in this group, including myself, are desperate to feel normal, to feel better. And then you're gonna come on here and try to promote your MLM as if it's like the answer to everything, when it's not, or we would have all done it already. In conclusion, on average, good MLM posts are about equivalent to the amount of people who are successful in MLMs, which happens to be less than 1%. 0 out of 10. Do better. Yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but I just wanted to do something a little fun and something different. I don't normally do videos like this, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do like videos like this, let me know. I have a lot of different content I could go over with this kind of stuff, because like I said, I'm in a lot of groups. So if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell if you'd like to be notified every time that I post. Click the join button if you'd like access to some exclusive perks. And of course, if you'd like to follow me on all social media platforms, you can find me at the Jessica Hickson. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Moving slow